Right, hi everyone, and welcome to Party Monsters TV. My name is Party Monster Matty, and welcome to Go Outdoors. Now, whereabouts do you think we could be today? Where could we be? Oh, we're at the beach. Come on, let's see what we can find. Let's go. So guys, we're in a rock pool. Now, the amazing thing about a rock pool is there is lots of water and rocks, which means there are lots of creatures around here, including crabs, fish. Let's have a look and see what we can find. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we can find. Guys, I found something. Now, I have found an oyster. Now, the amazing thing about oysters is they have a little creature that lives inside of this shell right here. Now, a little fact about oysters is they actually have 3 hearts. They also have a pair of lungs, and also they lay 1 million eggs. How cool is that? In case you would like to see inside of an oyster, this is one that we found earlier, which has inside an empty shell. So you can see where the oyster lives inside. I mean, it's a pretty cool home if you ask me. So guys, we have found a crab. Now, crabs you can find in a few different places at the beach. You can find it in a rock pool. They also can find them in the sea, where they actually live, and also sometimes you can find them on the beach. Now, there are a few different types of crabs that you can find. Now, this one is quite a big crab that we've found. So with crabs, there are a few different types. So you can find ones that have a soft head, you can find ones that have a hard shell, they have different colours, different size pinchers, different size crabs, some that you can eat and some that you can't. So there's lots of different, and you will find these whenever you go to the seaside. So a crab has 8 legs and also has 2 big pinchers. We're going to put this crab back now, so back into the water. We're going to let you watch him when we put him back. We've just found this in the rock pool. As we were saying, there are lots of different types of crabs. Now, this shell is very special because this belongs to something called a hermit crab. And what happens is the hermit crab actually lives inside this shell. And what it does, as it gets bigger, it then leaves the shell and finds a new shell to get into a bigger home that's more suitable for it. So it fits its big body inside the shell and then leaves this one behind for another hermit crab to find and also use for its home. So when you're at the beach, you might actually be very lucky to be able to see a ferry like we've just got behind me right here. What they do is they transport and move big objects to other places that you wouldn't be able to carry or move by car. Ferries can also have lots of different things on them, such as fruits, things that you might have at home, such as TVs, electronic stuff like games, and also sometimes even move animals. Wow. Guys, when you go to the beach, you might find a lot of this slippery stuff, which is called seaweed. So a few interesting facts about seaweed. First of all, seaweed actually produces 70% of the world's oxygen that we breathe. And also, it has lots of healing properties to actually heal people when they're hurt. And there's also 12,000 different types of seaweed. I mean, that's a lot of seaweed. So at the beach, you might actually find a few things that you can have a look out for. So, first of all, you will find a lot of these on the beach is some stones. Now, stones here come in lots of different sizes. You've got really small ones and you've got really big ones, just like this. Now, the reason that they're different sizes is when they're in the sea, 2 stones rub against each other, which then makes the stone smaller. So you start off like this and then it gets small, just like this. You may sometimes find bits of glass and also some rubbish. So like this, there's a bit of glass just like this. Now, obviously, where the same thing happens with the glass, it actually gets rubbed against other stones and makes it really smooth. Now, when you're at the beach, you need to have a look out for any rubbish like this. Because sometimes there is rubbish that gets washed up out of the sea, and it's very important that we get rid of this. So if you ever find any rubbish laying on the floor, that you can tell your grown up and put it in the bin, because that will help the animals and other creatures in the sea. So guys, just behind us we have the sea. Now, the sea is amazing because it is so big that it's all around our world. In fact, it actually covers 70% of the whole world. An interesting fact about the sea is less than 5% of the sea has actually been explored. I mean, that means there's loads more for us to find. I wonder what could be there. So, a few other things that you could find at the beach are, you've got one of these. Now, this is a sea snail. You may find a lot of these all living on a rock or also in the sea and on the beach. Sometimes you normally can just see the shells where they've come out of their shells, or sometimes, if you're really lucky, you'll find one that's actually still inside. Now, a sea snail is pretty much the same as a snail that you might find in your garden, except these ones live in the sea. Also might find some of these. Now, these are called clams. They also live in the sea. You can also find some that are big shells, and you can also find some that are small shells. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video today and you've learned lots of different things about the beach and the seaside. And I'll look forward to seeing all of you guys on our next video. Bye!